Hi guys, Leah here again. So oftentimes I'm asked, what foods should I avoid before I go out training? Either through experience, you may have had an unpleasant experience when it comes to eating something and maybe it not agreeing with you when you go out training, or just purely trying to stay on top of your game and give your all in your sessions. It will depend on the type of training you're doing, but in general, there's a common list of foods that we should avoid before we go out training. When we go out training, we find that our blood flow to our GI system is slowed down and it's redirected to our working muscles. So therefore, our food digestion is slowed down and we might find we get a buildup of gas, bloating, cramping, and overall stomach discomfort. It's not something anybody really wants to experience. So when it comes to the list of foods that can impact on that and I guess disrupt your overall performance, we want to think about, okay, our cruciferous veg intake. Have we included maybe cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage in the meal before we go out training? Due to the plant compounds present in these cruciferous veg, they can cause a buildup of gas and overall cause cramping and bloating in the stomach, which makes you feel uncomfortable in your training. Also thinking about high fat foods, very slow to digest. So maybe keeping them after your training session where they'll heal and help with your repair processes instead of including them beforehand. Also, we want to think about fizzy drinks, can cause a buildup of gas and bloating. Dairy, they can cause a buildup of acid, so that will cause you to feel a little bit more, I guess, again, crampy. So you want to keep that to maybe afterwards, where the leucine content in these dairy foods is quite high. It can help your repair processes. We also want to think about caffeine intake. Depending on your sensitivity to caffeine, it can either help or hinder your training. If you're quite slow to break down caffeine, it can impact on your overall training session. If you're quite fast to break down caffeine, again, it can. So it's something you want to trial before you go out training, okay? We also want to consider spicy foods. So our spicy food intake, again, can cause stomach disruption and can cause our food to go one way instead of the other way due to the fact that it does build up the acid content in our stomach too and disrupt our overall performance. So just a common list of things that have creeped up through trials, through experiments, through working with different clients, which we've found has disrupted overall training quality and performance. There's a list of all different types of recipes that exclude these foods on our app, so do have a little browse through and see if you can find anything there that would be good for a pre-training snack.